Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? As y'all already know, today we're going to be getting into the body politics. Body politics. That's what we're going to be doing. Hold on, let me see something right quick. Yeah, and anybody can join the motherfucking show once I get through this shit. Y'all already know I'm rushed at this live shit. I'd much rather jump on that nigga shit and chop it up. But hold on, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Organize this shit a little bit. We're gonna get into body politics, man. I think that shit pretty important. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think body politics is very important. What's going on, Mr. Banish Truth? I see you out there, bro. Tired of procrastinating. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and goddamn go live around this bitch one time. So like I say, man, just going live one time because I think the shit necessary, you know what I'm talking about? Dealing with these body politics and all that. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Cause every time I try to do my thing on the back end, the pre-recorded shit, they end up knocking some shit off or something like that to where the shit don't be how I want it to be. And so yeah, it's gonna be pretty boring. So all you motherfuckers who don't like information and don't like boring shit, might well go find some entertaining shit to get into. Cause I'm not really trying to entertain you. I ain't gonna bullshit with you. I'm just trying to give you something I think that's valuable for the comprehension and for the understanding of yourself or what's going on in this system. And some may not agree. That's all right with me. But I'm keep trying to remember to put the link and shit in the chat. Try to figure out how to pin that shit or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, give me a little second, y'all. I'm a little slow. Let's see how to pin that shit. All right. Take that shit pinned to the top just in case anybody want to come chop it up with me. But it's gonna be pretty much be a whole lot of reading going on in the goddamn way. So it really don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Get my smoke on, take my time, deal with this body politics shit because they really running this system as a real body, for real. That's how they really running this shit, like a real body, no bullshit. And I thought that was pretty interesting. But so let me goddamn go ahead and cue up this screenshot shit and get to what I'm talking about. Yeah, so everybody in the cuts and crevices about to really get into some shit. And yeah, it's gonna be on the Wikipedia article or whatever for all you wiki hating ass niggas. Just letting you know right now. So you don't trust that information, you might well move around again, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let me get on to this shit. All right. Body politic. So before we even get started too good, I think big old Banish Truth, the big only one out there right now. Said, I don't know how the mic sound to you, Banish Truth. I'm pretty loud and clear, my brother. Because I don't want to waste my time. It's going to be a whole lot of talking. So I seen you at work. You wanted to jump through that phone. So nah, I wasn't tripping. I did try to let people do what they do, man. You know, I wasn't tripping at all, brother. But yeah, though. Body politics is what we're dealing with. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. First of all, I want to go ahead and let y'all check out this picture. Let's check out this picture. All right. So if y'all paying attention to the same thing I'm paying attention to, just down there like a black man, mulatto or whatever you want to call him. But damn sure don't look regular. That's for sure. Something going on. All right. You see all the people and stuff on his body? You see all that? Like a body politic, you know what I'm saying? Trying to tell y'all how they running shit. This shit gonna have to stop. The only way to stop them is to learn what they doing. And have some kind of action toward this shit. So you see all the little churches, all this shit, cities, all this gonna be explained once I read what they say what they say about politics all about. Y'all kind of understand the damn picture. So you got the castles and shit. You got Leviathan, or the matter form and power of a commonwealth, ecclesiastical and civil. All right. So they got all this symbolism going on. Got your pitchforks, all kind of stuff. I'm in body politics. That's what I'm on. So of course y'all can go to all type of other information that's not in Wiki and get the same information. All right. So London, printed for Andrew Crook, 1652. So I ain't gonna tell them see all this shit going on down there. I tell what all that is. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor or not. But yeah. All that shit down there. Don't try to watch my profanity, man. I don't nobody have no reason not to learn. I was trying to learn, but he was cussing so much till I couldn't follow what he was saying. All right. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty. So we say the body politic is a polity, right? First order of business. What the fuck is a polity? A polity is an unidentifiable political entity, a group of people with a collective identity who are organized by some form of institutionalized social relations and have the capacity to mobilize resources. All right. So that's key shit right there without even going too far into it, right? So you want to be a body politic, right? It says a polity. And a polity is an identifiable political entity. So you hear people saying, yo, man, you got to get your own nation. You got to have something to represent you and all that type of stuff. This is what the hell we talking about now. Got to be an identifiable political entity if you want to play the game with these motherfuckers now. And I ain't talking about for the people who ain't trying to play the game with them, period. Let's always like, fuck them. But I'm saying you want to play the game, how you going to get in the game? You don't have a political entity, right? So this is what they run to you. And they say it's a group of people with a collective identity. It ain't got to be who you is, just collectively saying, okay, this is what it is. This is what we're going to be. This is how we're going to rock it. And we're going to make it a political entity, right? And they say who are organized by some form of institutionalized social relations. We're talking about social relations. You know, everybody had their own institution. Like you create your own school, your own institution, and say, "This how we going. This how we socialize. This what we got going on. This what we all about." Right. So let me go ahead and read. Man. I'm trying to make this shit fast if I can, but it's gonna be so much stuff you got to go through to really grasp what these people saying. All right, it say the body politic is a policy or a polity or whatever now, such as a city, realm, or state, considered metaphorically as a physical body. So they already let you know it's a metaphor for your physical body. Historically, the sovereign is typically portrayed as the body's head. And the analogy may also be extended to other anatomical parts, as in political readings of Aesop's fable of the belly and the members. Now, to me, this shit sounds like the belly and the beast, being in the belly of the beast. I don't know what y'all hearing, but that's what I'm hearing. So there's some more shit that y'all go into, but I'm gonna try to stay on point because I had y'all ass going all around the goddamn world. I ain't bullshitting. And they say the image originates in ancient Greek philosophy, beginning in the 6th century BC, and was later extended in Roman philosophy. So that's already showing a connection. The Greek, Roman, so we're gonna make all this shit make sense. Or they're gonna make it make sense. We're gonna comprehend shit. And they say, following the high and late medieval revival of who? The Byzantine Corpus Juris Civilis in Latin Europe, the body politic took on a jurisprudential significance by being identified with the legal theory of the corporation. Okay? Talk to me. Now we got Romans involved in this shit. I mean, the Latin Europe, Latin Europe, And now you see the government, you see the corporation. Philo G be trying to tell y'all, but y'all don't hear him though. So I'm gonna make the shit simple and plain. You know what I'm saying? And got Byzantine in that motherfucker. So anybody don't know about the Byzantine, look into them. Got the Byzantine, the Ottoman empires, all this kind of stuff going on. All right. So listen here. They say Latin Europe, the body politic, jurisprudential significance by being identified with legal theory, right? That's another key word, key phrase, legal theory of the corporation, gaining salience in political thought from the 13th century on. Okay? Understand now, from the 13th century on is when shit really started hitting the fan. It say in English law, the image of the body politic developed into the theory of the king's two bodies and the crown as corporation soul. Very important. Corporation soul. Now we're talking about the crown, two bodies of the king, huh? I'm gonna write down some notes just in case I have to go back to do some of this shit once I read it. And grab some of them key words. Because it's gonna be very important for those that really want to have a thorough understanding. All right. We're talking about thorough understanding. You're gonna know something about this shit when you get up out of it. You might not agree, but you're gonna know what the lie is then, goddamn. And the one who understands it being true, you're gonna know that too. Because we ain't gonna bullshit. If I'm gonna say it out my mouth, you're gonna have to show make some sense. No, that nigga just talking crazy. I ain't understand shit. No, so let me write that down. I'm telling y'all what to write down too as a notepad. Write down corporation motherfucking soul. Write that shit down and go into that. See what the fuck they talking about with that. All right, because that's going to be very important, but I ain't going to have time to stop on every damn thing. We ain't going to finish this article. For real. Wicked shit. All right, it say 2 bodies in the crown as corporation soul, right? And it say the metaphor was elaborated further from the Renaissance on. Now, everybody know about the Renaissance time. That's where these motherfuckers connected at, right? As medical knowledge based on Galen, it say based on Galen was challenged by thinkers. Let me make sure I read all that. Let me make sure make it a little small. All right, yeah. All right. I don't know if y'all can see this shit on the screen or not, but I hope y'all can. But I gotta make sure I can see it too. Hold on. All right, it said the metaphor was elaborated further from the Renaissance on, as medical knowledge based on Galen was challenged by thinkers such as William Harvey. All right, Harvey, key name. Now, for y'all that don't know, right, all these celebrities and all these people, they got these same last name. These more likely these they people, and they're keeping everything in the family, so to speak. So you follow these people, you'll see a little shit. That's just my opinion. It say analogies were drawn between supposed causes of disease and order. And disorder, and their equivalents in the political field, viewed as plagues or infections that might be remedied with purges and nostrums. I remember they was talking about all these diseases and stuff folks had and stuff now. What kind of disease we talking about? It said the 17th century writings of Thomas Hobbes developed in the image of the body politic in a modern theory of the state as an artificial person. Okay? Thomas Hobbes, key person. What it say? It say the 17th century writings of Thomas Hobbes developed the image of the body politic into a modern theory of the state as an artificial person. It's a parallel term deriving from the Latin corpus politicum exist in other European languages. All right, so let's get to some etymology and history of this here. The etymology, the term body politic derives from medieval Latin corpus politicum or politicum, which itself developed from corpus mysticum. Okay, corpus mysticum, originally designating the Catholic Church as the mystical body of Christ. Understand now, y'all. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all know I gotta get used to goddamn checking out everybody looking at the chat and all that old shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. You know what I mean? Hey, I really appreciate y'all checking me out. No bullshit. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Hey, I see I know Bennett Troopers out there. I heard a lot of them already. What's happening? Schumer, Professor X, you know, King of High Self, you know what I mean? Y'all know what time it is. You know, just trying to put something out there for people to understand and get if they can. All right. So the mystical body, just follow these keywords, man. I know y'all brain gonna do this. I can't do all the damn thinking, so I already know y'all thinking about shit that I couldn't possibly be thinking about. You know, so yeah, that's exactly what the point is. You know, because like I said, I have y'all on one sentence for a whole goddamn day. You know what I mean? So y'all just excited about y'all hear certain things that I hear too. So I'm gonna keep on reading. I ain't gonna talk to y'all as if y'all don't catch all the shit I'm catching as I'm reading this shit. Because it's some bullshit. I'm telling y'all now. There's some shit here. But let me just keep reading, man. It's originally designating the Catholic Church as the mystical body of Christ, but extended to politics from the 11th century on in the form corpus republicae, sound like Republicans, mysticum, mystical body of the Commonwealth. All right. Parallel terms exist in other European languages, such as Italian, corpo politico, Polish, cielo politicine, and German Staatskörper, state body. An equivalent early modern French is corps état. Contemporary French uses corps politique. So y'all understand all these people they putting in. You got the French, you got this, you got the Polish, you got the German, you got, everybody don't want to court, man. I'm just saying, just keep it all big picture, so you can see how they rocking. All right, let's get to some history of this here. So as y'all already know, according to the Leviathan shit, that people that came through the top, we go the first picture right here for the people who ain't seen it. All right, that's the first picture, and they let you know basically that this representing the same thing. It's like the same thing, okay? So we seeing all these ancient pictures and all that shit. We know we'll kind of have a better understanding of what they're talking about, body politic, right? So you got classical philosophy. The Western concept of the body politic originally meaning a human society considered as a collective body, okay? They say the Western concept of the body politic originally meaning a human society considered as a collective body, originated in classical Greek and Roman philosophy. Shouldn't have nothing to do with us. It's something they was already doing in their own lane, doing their own thing. And they came and forced all this stuff upon other societies. All right, it say meaning a human society considered as a collective body, originating in classical Greek and Roman philosophy. Okay, it said the general metaphor emerged in the 6th century BC. Y'all see how they keep on dropping the time farther and farther back? These motherfuckers talking about the 6th century. 6th century BC. All right, they're like the 500 or the 400, some shit like that. But anyway, it's with the Athenian statesman Solon and the poet Theognis describing cities Polius says some shit. It's in biological terms as pregnant or wounded. Man, come on, y'all. Y'all hear what's going on here? Y'all hear all this incorporated stuff within this one concept? Y'all hear all this stuff being incorporated? Huh? Well, it say, listen, man. It say the general metaphor emerged in the 6th century. It say with the Athenian, right? For the ones that ain't familiar with the Athenians is the one that created democracy, and all that, and the bourgeoisies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All these secret societies and all that type of stuff, or what you call them motherfuckers, sororities and all that. They came out of Athenian understanding, went to the Greek and all that. So you look into the Athenians and all that, it'll make a major relation to what I'm trying to say. In my brain, like kind of everywhere, because I want to tell y'all all kind of stuff to let y'all know what's the importance of mentioning certain things, but it's gonna kind of take me off of what I'm doing. It's gonna keep me from focusing on the main idea, and that's body politic. How everything being ran on a body politic. And you got and as a part of a regular body, you got the head of a body, you got the body of a body, and you got you got the feet, the legs of the body. You see what I'm saying? So you got to know what position they placing you in this so-called body. And just to make a long story short, they consider you to be the feet. If you just a regular common person, you just the feet, man. You understand me? So that basically why I'm running this down, so you can really understand the concept, so the people that want to know why the hell I'm even talking about this and how it gonna make sense and how it relates to your everyday life. My goal is for me to, by the time I run this down, you'll see what position you playing in life and how you can be the head, not the motherfucking tail of your own situation. You understand? So that's the objective. And how they be playing these games and how they saying all this stuff already, and how everything is related to one another. You really reading between the lines. All right, just like with the theoteness shit, that definitely they're talking about theology and theos, and it's just so many. It all depends on how knowledgeable you is about certain things, where you can take off with some more information, and go do some more research in certain areas. Or not do no research at all. Like I say, just rock how you supposed to be rocking. You know what I mean? Like, and then you don't need to know none of this shit just to know that, hey, man, you're a man just like any other man in this world. So that's basically what it be boiling down to But it just be ironic to me how they be straight up letting you know to your face that's what they doing, and that's how it's supposed to be. And everybody running around here acting like they need permission and acting like they got to beg for something. No, man, you ain't got to do shit. But all right, let me keep going, man. It say the general metaphor emerged in the 6th century. I'm right here, y'all. Y'all not be losing track. It say the general metaphor emerged in the 6th century BC with the Athenian statesman Solon. So it's not motherfucker check out, follow their line there too. I mean, not necessarily line, but y'all don't know what the fuck be the truth and what don't be the truth, but they just follow what they, at least what they're saying. Follow the main character, motherfucker, so you don't get stuck in one narrative and what they're trying to paint to you. You know, that's how you cross reference shit. All right, it say, and the poet, Theognis, so he was a poet, so he poetical ass shit. Describing cities, poelis, in biological terms. All right, so that's important to explain it in a biological way, as in describing like pregnancy or being wounded. So you might hear me read some literature or whatever, and they might be talking about somebody being wounded, somebody being pregnant and stuff like that, and they could be talking about body politics on your ass, and they have you thinking they talking about something else, and they ain't really talking about that, you know. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm saying certain shit. So when motherfucker be like, man, that's what they're saying, but it ain't really saying that. They don't really mean that's called vulgar writing, basically, man. For real, like being vulgar. Like, why the hell y'all didn't just give it to us straight up? Why you had to put it into all kind of crazy examples and metaphors? You know, that's what they were doing back then. Now, it's a Plato's Republic. What Plato got to do with this here? Huh? And I don't even know a whole lot about Plato, but I know he's supposed to be one of their major philosophers, I guess, during the Renaissance era, whatever time. So it's all being influenced by the politics. What I'm trying to show y'all. It's a Plato's Republic. He had his own republic, huh? Provided one of its most influential formulations. They say the term itself, however, in ancient Greek, how you say that, the body of the state appears as such for the first time in the 4th century. Athenian orators, Denarch, and Hyperpareides at the beginning of the Hellenistic era. All right, so they give you another key. Hellenistic era. When these folks come around, they come down through the Hellenistic era. I think you got a classical era or something like that. You got the Hellenistic era. You got different type of eras when they were doing different type of things. And like, you know, they are by them already saying Hellenistic for people who would look at the word hell to be like a bad thing and all that. There's already like a dead giveaway. You all about demon shit, democracy. I mean, come on, man. Like, for real. They're letting us know what time it is. So that you know what time it is, then learn how to play or not play. All right? So I already talking about the Hellenistic era, so look into all that there. It's a in these early formulations and the anatomical right? Hold on, look at that shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. That just imagine now we get. That's why I say if I was just start going left and right, we would never get back on track and all that. Cause just that alone, that shit look crazy as hell in itself. You know, come on, man, stand up as a skeleton with a skull on the table. Y'all see that sick shit? All right, man, my mind be gone. That's why it be hard. That's why I be like, what? Live? I'll do it live. Man, I'm getting this bitch get lost. Like I'm by myself. Hard me trying to, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I'd be looking at all kind of shit right now. If I wasn't just on live. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this direct. Anyway, let me keep going, man. I'm still kind of thinking about that shit. All right, where I was at? Well, maybe look at the show, you know, where I was at, y'all. My bad. I know I remember Hellenistic era. All right, it say in these early formations, the anatomical detail of the political of the body politic was relatively limited. Okay, so basically they're trying to say they ain't really know that much about the anatomy of the body during this same time. It said Greek thinkers typically confined themselves to distinguishing the ruler as head of the body, right? Greek thinkers did what? Typically confined themselves to distinguishing the ruler as head of the body. So that's the head, the rulers, and comparing political stasis, that is, crisis of the state, to biological disease. Huh? What they say now? Wait a minute. So it said Greek thinkers typically confine themselves as distinguishing the ruler as head of the body and comparing political stasis, that is, crisis of the state, to biological diseases. So that means something going on wrong in the body, they call that a biological disease. Okay? So you just never know when they be talking about, oh, they had these diseases and those diseases and and all that. They can straight up be talking about political, like they were just causing a problem in the society. There was a catalyst in society. They, they kept us from going according to how the head wanted to go. Like rebels and stuff like that. You'll be considered a disease if you're a rebel. All right. Understand, y'all, we talking about body politics. We talking about a metaphorical body. They said, y'all see what I'm saying as I keep going. Follow what these folks saying. So they talking about these diseases and stuff, but they using it as metaphors of functions of the society, which is considered one body as everyone collectively. All right, it say, let me start right here, y'all. The image of the body politic occupied a central place in the political thought of the Roman Republic. And the Romans were the first to develop the anatomy of the body in full detail, endowing it with nerves, blood, breath, limbs, and organs. In its origins, the concept was particularly connected to a politicized version of Aesop's fable of the belly and the members. Key shit right there to go get, obviously. It's a told in relation to the first successio publibus, right? Which is more important than that, obviously. It says the temporary departure of the plebeian order. Okay, this must teach this shit from Rome in 495, 93 BC. It say on the account of the Roman historian Livy, a senator explained the situation to the plebeians by a metaphor. Okay, so Livy, senator, he explained, he gave the rundown to the plebeians, then they obviously became the plebeian order or something like that, right? And it says the various members of the Roman body had become angry that the stomach, the patricians, okay, consumed their labors while providing nothing in return. Understand what's going on, y'all? So they saying when you go out there and you work, you making your money, and you ain't got nothing to show for it at the end because you spend it on whatever, because they taxing you, they charging high prices for everything, whatever, however it go. But you don't have a pot to piss in the wind, throw it out after you've been working and working and working. So you will be considered the stomach. You're a consumer. Okay? A consumer. And they call consumers patricians. Huh? It say, however, upon their secession, they became feeble and realized that the stomach's digestion had provided them vital energy. It said, convinced by this story, the plebeians, I might be fucking up the word, y'all, but y'all get it, returned to Rome, right? and the Roman body was made whole and functional. This legend formed a paradigm for nearly all surviving Republican discourse or the body politic. It said this legend formed a paradigm for nearly all surviving Republican discourse of the body politic. All right. Late Republican orators developed the image further, comparing attacks on Roman institutions to mutilations of the Republic's body. During the first triumvirate in 59 BC, Cicero described the Roman state of dying of a new sort of disease. Okay? It's a Lucan's Pharsalia, written in the early emperor era. Now you got an early emperor era in the 60s AD, abounded in this kind of imagery, depicting the dictator Sulla as a surgeon out of control who had butchered the Roman body politic in the process of cutting out its petrified limbs. So you're cutting out limb, cutting out a piece of society, what they call that ethnic cleansing type thing. That would sound like to me. It says Lucan used vivid organic language, vivid organic language to portray the decline of the Roman Republic as a literal process of decay. Its seas and rivers became choked with blood and gore. So they really, come on, man. Man, what's understood ain't got to be discussed, man. Y'all understand what they're saying? Yeah. Let me keep going. It's a medieval usage. The metaphor of the body politic remained in use after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Okay, what it say? The metaphor of the body politic remained in use after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. The Neoplatonist Islamic philosopher, what kind of philosopher? Islamic philosopher Al-Farabi, known in the West as Al-Farabius, discussed the image in his work, The Perfect State. Okay, another reference, huh? 940, stating the excellent city resembles the perfect and healthy body, all of whose limbs corroborate to make the life, to make the life of the animal perfect. Y'all catch the drift? It's a John of Salisbury. John of Salisbury gave it a definitive Latin high medieval form in the Politicus around 1159. The king was the king was the body's head, right? The king was the body's head. The priest was the soul. The counselors were the heart. The eyes, ears, and tongue were the magistrates of the law. Okay? So let me run that back again. Well, yeah, fuck it. Let me run that back again so y'all can catch the last part of it too. It said the king, right, was the head. The priest was the soul. The counselors were the heart. The eyes, ears, and tongue were the magistrates of the law. One hand, the army, held a weapon. The other, without a weapon, was the realm's justice. So that's the whole rundown. That's a setup now. It say the body's feet were the common people. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Each member of the body had its vocation. They say each member of the body had its vocation. And each was beholden to work in harmony for the benefit of the whole body. Okay? And each was beholden to work in harmony for the benefit of the whole body. In late Middle Ages, right, the concept of the corporation, a legal person made up of a group of real individuals, gave the idea of a body politic judicial significance. The corporation had emerged in Imperial Roman law under the name Universitas. And a formulation of the concept attributed to Ulpian was collected in the 6th century digest of Justinian I during the early Byzantine era. Okay? The digest, along with the other parts of Justinian's Corpus Juris Civilis or Civilis, y'all already know I butcher fuck out some of these goddamn country ass words. Became the bedrock of medieval civil law upon its recovery and annotation by the Glossators beginning in the 11th century. It remained for the Glossators' 13th century successors, the commentators, especially Baldus Diubodis, to develop the idea of the corporation as a persona ficta. Hold on now. Who idea was that? Persona ficta. Well, it remained for the Glossators, right? 13th century successors, the commentators. Especially Baldus Diubodis, to develop the idea of the corporation as a persona ficta, right? A fictive person. So this what when Boy be trying to tell y'all about this corporation did set itself up at that, you know what I mean? You know, they be half-assed, like you know what time it is, but you follow this right here, y'all can see exactly the rundown and how to actually navigate and see what you got to do and what's really going on. That ain't got nothing to do with no specific type of, I don't know if y'all understand what's being explained, y'all, but I'm sure y'all do. I don't mean that in no downing way. I'm just saying, like, damn, do y'all hear what's being said? You know, not like, all right, anyway. It said persona ficta, of course, that might be something y'all want to look into. I don't know. I haven't had time to look into all this kind of stuff, all these sidebars. Like I said, I'm trying to get through it because there's going to be a lot of regular shit just to go through, period, just reading the article itself. All right. So as y'all can see, this picture right here, that's United States eagle. That's what that is. Same exact thing. You know, once again, shout out to everybody in the chat or whatever, man. Y'all know I can't really see it on the screen share. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to everybody out there that's paying attention, people coming through. You know what I'm saying? People chopping game with your boy right quick. And everybody in the background. All right. So this picture right here is the Imperial Eagle in Dante's Paradiso. That's paradise, you know what I mean? Depicted by Giovanni di Pablo in 1440s. All right, so the one right here with the red. It say, where is Juris' predecessor, Bartolus of Saxo Ferrato, conceived the corporation? It say, okay, it say where his Juris, let me read that again, where we started, what made leading to that. It says to develop the idea of the corporation as a persona ficta, a fictive person, and apply the concept to human societies as a whole, right? So they're trying to apply this to the concept of human society as a whole. It's where his Juris predecessor, Bartolus of Saxo Ferrato, conceived the corporation in essentially legal terms. All right, so he conceived the corporation in legal terms, that this guy right here. And it said, Baldus expressly connected the corporation theory to the ancient biological and political concept of the body politic. Okay, so you say he connected it to the ancient aspect of the body politic. They say for Baldus, not only was man in Aristotelian Aristotelian terms a political animal, right? So they call it a political animal too. All right, political animal, but the whole populace. All right, you know how to say the population, the populace. So I'm saying all those type of things to let y'all know that hell yeah, they relating us to the same thing called body politics. No bullshit. That's what they call it, population and all that. The populace. Just repeat these key words. It says, which means the body of people, formed a type of political animal in itself. A populace has government as part of its existence, just as every animal is ruled by its own spirit and soul. Okay? So you supposed to be ruled by your own spirit and your own soul, not under their shit anyway. You know, just how they just gave you that game right there. If you paying attention to them. I say Baldus equated the body politic with the Respuculic, whatever the fuck. Sound like Republican shit. Whatever. It sound like Republican shit to me. It's the state or realm stating that it cannot die. And for this reason, it is said that it has no air because it always lives on in it. Okay, listen here. Let me read that shit again. It's a Baldus equated, start at the beginning of that sentence, y'all, right? Sure. It's a Baldus equated the body politic with the Respublica, the state or realm, stating that it cannot die. So the Respublica must be meaning that the state of something that can't die. Okay, Respublica is the Latin phrase loosely meaning public affair. It is the root of the word republic. There we go. And the word commonwealth. There we go. Has traditionally been used as a synonym for it. However, translations vary widely according to the context. Rest is known, okay, whatever, okay, whatever. The republic, right? The state realm stating that it cannot die. So the republic saying it can't die. And for this reason, it is said that it has no air. All right. When it's talking about no air, they're saying that shit go on, it live forever. It continues forever, is what it sounds like to me. Because it always lives on in itself, not out of itself. It always lives on in itself. All right. So from here, the image of the body politic became prominent in the medieval imagination. Okay, this thinks some shit into existence, and it is, and it's so. So you can do the same thing. All right, it say in Canto, what is this? 10, 15 to 18. It say in Canto 18 of his Paradiso, must mean paradise, y'all. So let me read this. It say Paradiso is the third and final part of Dante's Divine Comedy. Okay, like Dante's Divine Comedy, y'all. That's what this Paradiso stuff is. So there must be something else y'all can follow. Go follow Dante. And what's funny? Okay, it say following the Inferno and the Purgatorio. So it sounds like the purgatory, purge. It is an allegory telling of Dante's journey through heaven, guided by Beatrice, who symbolizes what? Theology. In the poem, Paradise is depicted as, man, there's a whole lot of philosophy shit going on, a whole lot of bullshit. Is what's going on. Have your ass in a whirlwind of lostness around this bitch. So that's what I'm trying to give y'all the main idea of what the hell going on. For like the body politics, just your body, you can set up your own system and all that, but this system they got us under as people for the ones just blindly following this system got them under it. All right. It's a 14th century Paradiso, for instance, Dante, writing in the early 14th century, presents the Roman Empire, presents the Roman Empire as a corporate body in the form of an imperial eagle. An imperial eagle. Its body made of souls. So we saw that eagle right here, and I told y'all at the beginning And I showed y'all on that on this one up here, y'all can remember that there's a whole bunch of bodies on this shirt. All right. Yeah, I still whitewashed it right there because that don't look nothing like the man that was just at the top. So then you know this eagle right here, these people, they representing souls. All right. And needless to say, they playing with people trying to, doing the soul thing right now. Y'all already know what I'm talking about with the harvest and all the shit kind of thing they got going on. And then they talking about I think some called Dante's Inferno or something like that, where they be talking all crazy. I don't know. But let me keep going though. All right. So it say Made of Souls. All right. It say the French court writer Christian de Pizan discussed the concept at length in her book of The Body Politic in 1407. For you boys who all heard about that book, talking all that, that is a book for the 1407. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the book of The Body Politic. Like how how they been rocking. And as y'all already know, they've been talking about this kind of story since what they say. They were saying something about like 60 BC, something like that, right? Way back then. Mm-hmm. Way back then. For real now. All right, so now let's continue. It say the idea of the body politic rendered in legal terms through corporation theory also drew natural comparison to the theological concept of the church, as it say what? Drew natural comparison to the theological concept of the church as a corpus mysticum. Corpus mysticum. It's the mystical body of who? Christ. I'm just saying though. It's so the mystical body, and most people say it's a real body too. But I'm just saying though, they said theological, they say mystical body of Christ, not to offend nobody, but hey, if this area of truth and the truth shall set you free, then free you shall be. I can't play with me. I can't lie to myself though. I don't know what nobody else can do. I ain't that good. I'm not that crafty to lie to myself now. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna be able to do that. But like I say, I'm just saying. It say the concept of the people as corpus mysticum also featured in Baldus, and the idea that the realm of France was a corpus mysticum formed an important part of the late medieval French jurisprudence. It's a Jean de Vermeulen, we said right, around 1418 and 19 described the French laws of succession as established by the whole civic or mystical body of the realm. It say describe the French laws as succession as established by the whole civic or mystical body of the realm. And Parliament of Paris in 1489 proclaimed itself a mystical body. So the Parliament of Paris declared itself a mystical body in 1489, composed of both ecclesiastics and laymen. So it was composed of what? Ecclesiastics and laymen. And this was what? A political body. All right. It's a representing the body of the king. What the body represented? The body of the king. From at least the 14th century. The doctrine developed that the French kings, were mystically married to the political body. Oh, I'm sorry, not political body, my bad, y'all. Married to the body politic. Okay. So the French kings were married to the body politic. So the body politic was their wife, obviously, their wives. So at the coronation of Henry II in 1547, he was said to have solemnly married his realm. There we go. Okay. You know how they say, I'm married to my money. Yeah. All that kind of talk. It said the English John Fortescue also invoked the mystical body in his De Libris Legum Anglia or Anglia or something, 1470. It's a just as a physical body is held together by the nerves, the mystical body of the realm is held together by the law. Somebody, come on, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. What's happening? I be hearing people talking, but I ain't hearing them talking this. They telling you straight up in your face that you is it. It's your nerve system, your body, your heart, your mind, you understand me? Walk around as your own body politic. And you choose to be in a group with everybody else, with other souls, then okay then. I got down there. I got more motherfucking message in them. Goddamn. I'm turning this shit down a little bit. Hey, but yeah, man. For real though. These folks lost their mind, man. These folks lost their mind, man. These folks crazy. These folks sick. I'm telling you now. And they're telling us straight up, but they ain't never taught us this in school. When they teach you little civics and all that, well, I don't know what they teach because I ain't go long enough to know. But maybe they do teach this here, but if they didn't, that's fucked up. But if they do, goddamn, why ain't nobody ever get a message out? Yo, man, it's all about you, right? Everything based on your structure, your body, the whole political system, the whole religious system, the whole every system, it's all about you. But no, you know why I don't tell you that? Because they want you to be the feet. You understand? That's why. Huh? What I say, hey, I'm the head, not the motherfucking tail. And then we wonder why we feel like, man, fuck everything. You know what I'm talking about? Like ready to go to war with this shit. You know what I mean? Because it's not proper. You know what I mean? You weren't born to be the feet of no fucking body. Hey, motherfuckers, I'm finna start going left just then. Let me keep reading, man. I don't like being played for stupid. That I guess that's my thing, and especially people being played for stupid. I hate it. I don't like it at all. All right, so listen. They say the mystical body of the realm is held together by the law. Okay, and just as the physical body grows out of the embryo, regulated by one head, so does their issue from the people of the kingdom, which exists as a corpus mysticum governed by one man as head. So you let a man be your head, one man. Say the king's probably in England. Let me see what they're going to talk about United States or something. France. Fuck it, man. They're going to run through this shit. Go ahead and run through it, Wilson. You going to do it, do it. You don't have stuff with the shit. Fuck it. By the time you get finished, what you said the goal was, for full understanding what the hell going on with these goddamn folks and how they got this shit set up so they can do what? You either roll with it and be the head of it, or goddamn the separate period and do your own thing, set your own system. But one thing we is gonna know what the hell they doing. They talk about the politics. A person y'all should already have enough to run off with the sack already. But anyway, let's do it. They say the king's body politic in England. In Tudor and Stuart England, the concept of the body politic was given a peculiar additional significance through the idea of the king's two bodies. The doctrine discussed by the German, the doctrine discussed by the German American, medievalist Ernest Kantorix in his eponymous work. This legal doctrine held that the monarch had two bodies, the physical, king body, natural body, okay, and the immortal, king body, politic. So understand the separation, y'all. So now it's two bodies he introducing into it now. There's German American. And he's saying that the physical body It's the natural body of the king. I guess that's like our natural body. When they talk about the natural body of the king, put all this shit within yourself. You know what I'm saying? They be like, hey, my natural body. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like the king natural body, you your own king, man. So like kind of keep it together like that. So y'all can kind of make the shit personalized, so you can walk in standing. So you can be able to present yourself and with a leg to stand on. All right. It's a king by the natural, and they say the immortal king by the politic. So according to what I'm understanding, right? So you set up a political system, a political entity, which is a business or whatever, corporation, that becomes your king by the politic. All right. So that's your immortal person that can't be, nothing can happen to it. And it's protecting your natural body. All right. It's upon the demise of an individual king, his body natural fell away, but the body politic lived on. This was an indigenous development of English law without a precise equivalent in the rest of Europe, extending the identification of the body politic as a corporation. English jurists argued that the crown was a corporation soul, a corporation made up of one body politic that was at the same time the body of the realm and its parliamentary estates, and also the body of the royal dignity itself. Two concepts of the body politic that was conflated and fused. Okay? So the two concepts, let me read that last part, little part again, so we can get a grasp of what they're actually saying. It's English jurists argued that the crown was a corporation soul, a corporation made up of one body politic that was at the same time the body of the realm and its parliamentary estates, and also the body of the royal dignity itself. Two concepts of the body politic that was conflated and fused. Okay? It said the development, we're going to read into Corporation Soul because that's some deep shit. It said the development of the doctrine of the kings, two bodies can be traced in the reports of Edmund Plowden. In the 1561 case of the Duchy of Lancaster, which concerned with whether an early gift of land made by Edward IV, could be avoided on an account. My bad, y'all. Edward VI could be voided on account of his nonage. That is his immaturity. Okay, so it's saying he was immature. They say the judges held that it could not. Hold on, let me read this shit again. This shit kind of choppy. Hold on. Let me start right here and end, all right? It's in 1561 case. It said in the 1561 case of the Duchy of Lancaster, this is a court case, which concerned whether an early gift of land made by Edward VI could be voided on account of his nonage. That is his immaturity. So he's like, he ain't want to be getting the money. Okay, cool. Because immature, they say the judges held that it could not. So with it immature or not, no, you can still do whatever you're gonna do. They say the king's body politic, which is annexed to his body natural, takes away the imbecility of his natural body. So it's that once you got a body politic, that automatically take away immaturity. You see what I'm saying? It make you be, you're not an imbecile. So if you don't have a body politic and you just own a body natural, you're considered an imbecile. Okay. Now, let's see. Say imbecile natural body. Say the king's body politic then that cannot be seen or handled annexes the body natural and wipes away all its defects. Okay. What was more, The body politic rendered the king immortal as an individual, as the judges in the case Hill versus Grange argued in 1556. Once the king had made an act, he as king never dies, but the king in which name it has relation to him does ever continue. Thus, they held Henry VIII was still alive a decade after his physical death. Okay, y'all. So some people they be like, hold on, man, this person is dead, ain't it? How they represent that still alive? And yeah, live on through the body politic. That's what I'm trying to show y'all what's going on. Such live to be 900 years old, 800 years old, you know, shit like that. Showing they live on in idea and thought, all this kind of thing. Okay. It say the doctrine of the two bodies can serve to limit the powers of the real king. When Edward Coke, Chief Justice of the Common Pleas at the time, reported the way in which judges had differentiated the bodies in 1608, he noted that it was the natural body of the king that was created by God, the politic body. By contrast, was framed by the policy of man. In the case of prohibitions of the same year, Coke denied the king in his own person any right to administer justice or order arrest. Okay. Finally, in his declaration of 27 May 1642, shortly before the start of the English Civil War, Parliament drew on the theory to invoke the powers of the body politic of Charles I against his body natural, stating, what they, Parliament, do herein have the stamp of royal authority, although his majesty, seduced by evil counsel, do in his own person oppose or interrupt the same. For the king's supreme power and royal pleasure is exercised and declared in the high court of law and counsel after a more imminent and obligatory manner than it can be by any personal act or resolution of its own. All right. It's the 18th century jurist William Blackstone in the book. I don't give a fuck about all that, man. It's too goddamn much now. I think y'all get the main motherfucking idea that I'm trying to get y'all about how all politics is based on your goddamn body, stuff like that, so on and so forth. So let me go to y'all think y'all get all that. Y'all get the main goddamn deal. Y'all weren't paying attention. Okay. Well, y'all going to the sidebar they gave you, you'll gain a lot more information. But I'm gonna try to see if I can go to Corporate Soul right quick and figure out what else I can talk to y'all about besides this shit. But it's just on my mind. Like I say, I had tried to do it before on the back end, and they ain't even having screen share up. So I'm like, man, these funky motherfuckers might not want me to express this here. So that's why I decided to go ahead and go live with the shit and knock it out and not procrastinate. All right. Corporate soul. Let's find out what the corporate soul is, because this is the main thing right here. You know, like a soul inside your body. That's how a corporation is to be looked at. Something that don't never die, live on forever and ever. You set it up right. So a corporation soul is a legal entity consisting of a single sole incorporated office occupied by a single sole natural person. This structure allows corporations, often religious corporations or commonwealth governments, to pass without interruption from one office holder to the next, giving positions legal continuity with subsequent office holders having identical powers and possessions to their predecessors. A corporation sole is one of the two types of corporation. It's one of two types of corporation. The other being a corporation aggregate. Okay? So you got a corporation sole, you got a corporation aggregate. All right? So ecclesiastical origins. Let's just see some ecclesiastical origins. All right. It says most corporation soles are church related. For example, the Archbishopric of Canterbury. Although some political offices of the United Kingdom, many of the secretaries of state, Canada, and the United States are corporation soles. Huh? What did they say? Huh? Ecclesiastical origins. What's a corporation soul? The United who? So it's like some arguments we just gonna have to stop having, man. It is what it is. All right, so okay, cool. Let me keep going. They say the concept of corporation soul originated as a means for orderly transfer of ecclesiastical property. So it started off as a way to transfer property, ecclesiastical property. There, that. It says serving to keep the title within the denomination of denomination or religious society. A society. What kind of society? A religious one. But it's rocking like a real city, state, county, all that. It's in order to keep the religious property from being treated as the estate of the vicar of the church, the property was titled to the office of the corporation sole. In the case of the Roman Catholic Church, ecclesiastical property is usually titled to the diocesan bishop who serves in the office of the corporation sole. So that y'all hear what they're saying. The Roman Catholic Church continues to use corporation sole in holding titles of property. They continue to do this here. As recently as 2002, it split as the diocese in the U.S. state of California into many smaller corporation sole, and with each parish priest becoming its own corporation sole. Okay? So you want to know how they rocking? This is how they rocking, man. So you become your own corporation sole, and I guess you can do what they doing, huh? We talking about United States, California shit now. Just came from way back there. Just, you know what? Let me go and see what corporation sole is. And this is what they tell them about this here. Hey, come on now. What's really going on? They say they still doing this shit right now today. That's how the Roman Catholic and all them, that's how they holding their titles. Who say they own the title? You know what I'm saying? Then we get looking into titles and see how that's set up and how that ain't really that much. But hey, this is what I said it is, and this is what it is, and stamp of approval type thing, man. You setting up a body to say, hey, this is what we standing on, this is what it is, and who gonna stop us type thing. This is what's been going on. Okay, let me keep going though. They say a parish priest becoming his own corporation, so it say thus limiting the diocese liability. What? For any sexual abuse. That's why they did it. So they don't have to be connected to that sexual abuse stuff they got going on. Like, no, we're gonna separate y'all, man. We're gonna do our thing over here. And y'all have your own little corporation so going on. So anything run down civilly or whatever, lawsuits or whatever, we're gonna have to go through y'all, and y'all gonna deal with that on your own. Okay, that's what's going on. It's or other wrongful activity in which the priest might engage. Why would the priest be engaged in anything they ain't got no business anyhow? It say this is, however, not the case everywhere, and legal application varies. For instance, other U.S. jurisdictions have used corporations at multiple levels. In the jurisdictions, and you, like he said, jurisdiction, right? Based on their body politic, you know. It said in the jurisdictions of England and Wales, Scotland, Northern England, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland, a Roman Catholic bishop is not a corporation sold, and real property is held by way of land trust. A tradition dating back to the suppression of Roman Catholicism by Henry VIII during the English Reformation. Okay, they say more citation needs, so I don't know if that's all that validated, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, that's what it is. I said the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints used corporation soul for its president, which is legally listed as the corporation of the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. All right, it's talking about more citation and all this here. All right, so facts running out, I guess. Okay, reference. All right, say the Crown. I need to read all that shit. Let's see. Circular application. All right, it's over at that point. I guess I can run through this here. So they're talking about the Crown, since Crown's talked about a lot. All right, this is the Crown. They say within most constitutional monarchies, notably the Commonwealth realms, the Crown is a non-statutory corporation soul. Okay. Although conceptually speaking, the office and office holder retain dual capacities in that they may act both in a corporate capacity as monarch and in an individual capacity as a private person. They are inseparate. They are separately fused in law. Okay, so they inseparably fused in law. Being a monarch, being a private person, so they're basically the same thing. So it say there is no legal distinction between the office and the individual person who holds it. Okay, the Crown, state, all right, the Crown, which is just the state, legally acts as a person. So the state of mind, like I'm trying to explain, acts as a person when it enters into contracts and possesses property. Man, what the fuck, man? Come on, y'all. Contract law, emancipation, all that shit, you know. Come on, man. This is how you operate as Crown when you're doing this here. When you're doing commerce, basically that's when you crowning, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be crowning and not downing, you know, type thing. You know, play or fly. You know, that's what. Yeah, listen, man. What it say? Say the Crown was another way of saying the state legally acts as a what? A person when it enters into contracts and possesses property. All right. You say control. Say control everything, own nothing. Type philosophy. It said as a person, the monarch office holder may hold properties privately, distinct from property he or she possesses corporately, and may act as monarch separate from their personal acts. For example, Elizabeth II, as a natural person, holds several separate offices, such as Queen of the United Kingdom, Queen of Canada, Queen of Australia, and Supreme Governor of the Church of England, all of which are distinct corporations sold. Y'all, they're giving the game, man. Listen here. It say even as she acts as a natural person and her private capacities separate and apart from her role filling these various offices, corporations, right? It say likewise, the office of the prime minister has use of certain properties and privileges, such as an official residence and decision-making powers that remain with the office once office. Okay, some more citation needed and all that for that little part. But y'all see what's going on, though, explaining how you have different corporation souls when you have different offices and you protect it under those offices. All right. It say the sovereign status as a corporation soul ensures that all references to the queen, the king, her majesty, his majesty, and the crown are synonymous, referring to exactly the same legal personality over time. While natural persons who serve as sovereign pass on, the sovereign never legally dies. Thus, the corporate nature of the office. See, let you know a little about them titles, okay? It say, thus the corporate nature of the office of sovereign ensures that the authority of the state continues uninterrupted. In other words, the sovereign is made a corporation soul to prevent the possibility of disruption or interregnum, thereby preserving the stability of the crown state. For this reason, at the moment of the demise of the sovereign, what? It said, for this reason, at the moment of the demise of the sovereign, a successor is immediately and automatically in place. As a corporation soul, the legal person of the sovereign is the personification of the state and subsequently acts as guarantor of the rule of law. So that's title talk. You know what I mean? Trust talk, guarantors, grantors, all that stuff. Okay. It said act as guarantor of the rule of law and the funds of all executive authority behind the state's institutions. As certain countries have federal systems of government, the sovereign in these cases also possesses capacities as distinct corporation soul and right of each of the Australian states and Canadian provinces, right? So he keep on here with that more citation shit needed. Yeah, citation, go read them goddamn laws. All right, circular application in the United States. All right, did it with common law. All right, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm out of that shit. Go ahead and get up out this screen share right quick, man. See what the hell going on. See what the hell y'all think about this shit so far. Get interactive with y'all, man. What's happening though? What y'all think about the shit I'm showing? What's the damn deal though? What the hell y'all think about what the hell I'm showing so far, man? What y'all think about it? What do y'all think about it? Talk to me. Somebody talk to me in the motherfucker chat. And go back and read some of y'all comments, man. See what's going on. I'm gonna try to put some more, share some more things. Just sidebar. Yeah, boy say I'm out here. Sounds good, bro. Boom. Let's show some of these here, man. Put y'all on the screen. Let's go quick, see what everybody said. So I mean, like when you said somebody getting their ass whooped, you want to get it again, all right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Professor X, no doubt. All right. King Hassel. Keep on going down. Say London is goddamn. Say London is the head. Exactly. I can go for all that. So I think they the devil. Yeah, everybody got some devil in them. Go for all that too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hold on. Better give me something to drink and shit right quick too. Yeah. But that basically all I wanted to show y'all though, for the most part though, is goddamn body politics shit. Let y'all see how the motherfuckers doing. I ain't got all that fancy shit, no music and shit set up. But yeah, anybody want to jump on this motherfucker, you definitely can. If y'all try and chop it up, cause y'all know me, I'll find somebody that shit, jump on and just kick it like that. But I want to show y'all some more shit. I'm gonna show y'all a couple more things though. For real. Hold on. I'll show y'all one more thing right quick. Get the hell up out of here. See what else going on. But like I said, though, for the most part, I was just trying to show y'all about them body politics. Show y'all what the hell going on with that. So let me see what else I can find. Show you right quick. I happen to be looking up the word gospel, right? And not showing up be on no what you call it, what they call it, no religious shit or nothing like that. But I just want to show y'all what the hell going on with that. I was like, what the hell? Could really boil down to being a spell, right? Got my computer freezing up on me. Yeah, I guess it don't want me to show y'all nothing else. I can't even go to the goddamn screenshot shit no more. I'm sorry, I got it up. Locking up on me. I might have to end this motherfucker. Yeah, I might be able to hit me, but I don't think I can show nothing up. Yeah, it ain't really let me show. But yeah, man. Like I was saying though, body politics, all that kind of shit, everything about political, everything religious, but it's all based on you at the same time. It's all on you. Everything based off your power, your strength, your capabilities, your ideas, So you just got to establish them. And that's all I really, really, really know to tell you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Everybody got to go their own way, do their own thing, figure out their own shit. That's really, really what it boils down to. It ain't no science behind it. You know what I mean? Ain't no real way of doing it. Different stroke from different folks. It's just like with parenting or anything else. Everybody got to raise their children the way they see fit. Everybody got to do their own thing. Everybody got to live their own life. Everybody, you can look around and see what you can probably use, but at the end of the day, everybody different. Everybody, every single person is different. Every single one. It ain't one something bitch the same, not one. And so once we understand that, we'll know, that I don't even really be knowing what to say most of the time because it's like, goddamn, man, everybody should know that already. Like certain shit, people should know. You just should know. If you gotta handle your own business, period. And that your enemies ain't never trying to be your friend. Never. Even if they seem like they're trying to be your friend, your enemies ain't your friend. They just ain't. So you call somebody your enemy, and then you act surprised that your enemy trying to keep you down. That don't make sense to me. It's like, if it's your enemy, what you expect? So the last question should be, why are you doing this? Why? What do you mean, why? Because we're enemies. But like I say, I don't know why it won't let me click on the goddamn screenshot no more. What's up with that? You say, nigga, I don't want you to show you motherfucking thing else. I guess that's what you're doing. Cause I'm about to show y'all some shit. And that's funny because it let me click on anything else. But it won't let me click on that. I don't know why. And I'm a show and prove type person. I don't like to just be saying it. I like to kind of show you what I'm talking about. For real. But I think I showed y'all enough to run off with it. If y'all interested in that kind of information, go into all the information, what they were saying, so y'all can, because the main idea is to understand that this is a body politic. Again, I gotta drill that in. The system that we in is a body politic. In every aspect of the word. When y'all go into more, if y'all decide to go into more stuff about it, you can understand that the whole concept of your body, whole anatomy, has some type of relevance concerning the structure that we're living in, the system that we're living in. Which is crazy, but that's what it is. But yeah, at this point, y'all, I'm just blabbering. I don't want to just be up here just talking. You know what I'm saying? Leaving y'all hanging because I'm finna go get me some drinking shit. But like I said, for some goddamn reason, this motherfucker won't let me share the motherfucking thing up. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. I ain't even bullshitting. So yeah, most of y'all that check me out on other panels or stuff like that, y'all already know where I stand with a lot of shit. I probably can't tell y'all nothing I ain't already said. As far as like on some freestyle stuff. But I might have to restart the motherfucking stream or something. I'm gonna show y'all something else about something else, man. So this don't be too long anyway. I don't even know how long I've been streaming or nothing. But yeah, y'all. I can't share nothing else. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one, man. Appreciate everybody that came out to see what I was talking about for a second. Holla at y'all. Peace.